So today I'm going to talk about how the feminine energy is the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. It is the receiver and amplifier and multiplier of light. It is the manifester. So sperm enters the womb and becomes a baby. If a man enters a woman's field with integrity and love and protection, she multiplies his prosperity. In order for creation to happen, we need both the light and the vessel. But in the world we live in right now, and in the era that we've been in, we do not cherish the vessel. We do not cherish the feminine. We do not cherish women. We do not cherish emotions. We suppress our emotional body. We don't cherish our physical body, and we don't cherish our planet. And so we have been in an abusive relationship with the feminine, and that causes so much chaos, destruction, and violence in the world and in our relationships and in our own bodies, in our own nervous system. Because when we're not in alignment with nature, we can never rest. So this information, my prayer is that for women, this will help you accept yourself at a deeper level. And men, this will help you understand how to get what you're really looking for in relationship in a way that will feel truly and deeply fulfilling to you, and not just a way to get instant gratification. So let's face it, because we're in an era when we live in a world where we're abusing the feminine, that's what we do to ourselves and to each other. So for women, you have to understand that you are the Holy Grail. You are the vessel. If you're embodying the feminine pole, the way that you break your vessel, and therefore you can't manifest, because you cannot receive light from God and manifest it. You can't receive inspired thoughts and manifest them if you break your own vessel. The way that you break your own vessel is by criticizing yourself, self-harm, masochism, and part of masochism is not creating and enforcing your boundaries. So a woman's attitude should be, I am the Holy Grail. I am sacred. I am the sacred Holy Grail. I do not allow anything in my field that wants to hurt me and wants to destroy me. So if your path has been that you encounter men that want to destroy you, the lesson that you've had to learn to heal your vessel is self-worth, self-respect, and trusting God over whatever comfort you get from staying attached to that man, right? The journey of the wounded feminine is about honoring her vessel. And in our physical lives, that has so much to do with boundaries. It's like the primary thing. Boundaries not only on the inside, not on how we act, but our psychic boundaries. So if there was someone who hurt you in the past, if you cherished your vessel as the Holy Grail, you wouldn't tune into them. You wouldn't replay the old wound. You wouldn't nurse old hurts. That is masochism. So if you want to heal your vessel, you have to give up the addiction to masochism. You have to stop consuming things that hurt you. Stop tuning into things that hurt you. Let go of ways of seeing yourself that hurt you, right? Being critical of yourself. This is breaking your vessel. And if you have no vessel, it's like putting a sperm in your body, but you don't have a womb. You don't have a vessel if you destroy it. So for males, you have to understand that the female is essential in manifestation. If you're in relationship, of course, any human being can manifest by themselves, because we all have an internal male and female. Men, you have an internal vessel, and we must cherish your vessel as well. But in relationship, it's really about the men to initiate the giving energy. So in order for us to be in our divine masculine and feminine, we have to be givers for the sake of giving our love. We're embodying love. We're building each other. We're supporting each other. But the way that men love is different in relationship, in accordance with natural law, is different than women. Men show up to protect and to make the woman feel safe, and with integrity and with accountability, and knowing that their life is their own creative adventure, and not blaming the vessel, If the vessel is taking in your light, and inside of the vessel the light expands, anything that's out of alignment with you, so anything where your ego is running your life instead of your soul, the woman in your life is going to feel that, and it's going to feel bigger inside of her than it feels inside of you. And this is part of the technology of, this is like the cosmic technology of enlightenment. She is meant to help you awaken. And so in order for a man to actually be able to receive that, he has to be stable, and he has to not run away from discomfort. But I want you to think of the female as the Holy Grail. The female is the most precious thing in the world. This is how we're going to reverse this horror that we've lived in, where we abuse the feminine. We have to, instead of thinking of it as a resource that we get to take from, which is unfortunately where a lot of men are stuck, they treat the woman, the feminine, as a resource that they are entitled to. This is exactly the energy of raping and pillaging. Yeah, I'm going to be in a relationship, and I'm going to get sex, and she's going to take care of me, and she's going to heal me, and she's going to give me, the experience of a mother that I never had. I'm going to get all of her beautiful qualities because I'm entitled to that. This is inside of all of us, right? Women buy into it because they agree to be in relationships where men treat them this way, and men are treating women like a resource to be tapped into instead of a sacred chalice, a sacred grail, holy grail, to be honored and protected and cherished. So men, you have to understand that in order to embody your divine masculinity, divinity is giving. And through the male, it's giving through protection. But think about it, anything else is not love. If you're not protecting the vessels in your life, you're in your ego. You're wanting to take from them. You're wanting to take from them. One of the most unfortunate manifestations of this is when people get divorced and men try to punish their ex-wives, the mother of their children, or just their ex-partners. Please trust me when I tell you that letting go of your ego and acting like your soul and deciding to trust every single vessel that has been in your life is going to bring you not only more prosperity and love, but more internal peace. Because when we are not in alignment with nature and with love, we can't be at rest. So sadistically trying to punish a woman, whether it's your ex or whether it's a woman that you are in a relationship with, you are destroying her vessel. You are violence itself. You're destroying the Holy Grail. And every Holy Grail was sent to you by God to awaken you, to help you develop the virtues of the divine masculine. So in a world where people are thinking about what they can take, they think that revenge and they think that hurting other people is a good idea because it gives their ego a feeling of power. But acting from the soul would be like, how could I cherish every vessel that is in my life, that has been sent to me? And on that note, women, how you overcome jealousy and like issues with other women? You realize that every woman is a Holy Grail. That instantly activates your heart. You overcome your ego when you realize that every single woman is a Holy Grail. She's a Holy Grail. She's a holy chalice. Our blessings are multiplied when we honor the Grail, when we honor the feminine, when we don't destroy her vessel. being jealous of another woman and like having catty gossip about her or putting her down, like you're cracking her vessel, and so you're the problem. You don't want to destroy a vessel. No, you don't want to destroy any vessel. And I understand this is not known. This knowledge is not known. I've learned this from Kabbalah, but I've been chewing on this for 9 years because I used to paint in a channeled state, and I would always paint a feminine and masculine energy, but the feminine as the sun and the masculine as the moon. And my soul was saying, Alex, you've got it backwards. You are trying to show up as the sun and initiate things in your relationship, initiate a person's healing, initiate helping them get to their authenticity. But that's women who are conditioned to initiate these things. They end up being burnt out and exhausted. And oftentimes those women swing from almost like saintly kindness to like rage and exhaustion because they're going against nature. We're not supposed to initiate anybody's healing. That's like saying the moon is supposed to heal the sun. And this is where deep spiritual psychology comes in, where it's like, no, we have to accept that what we are is the receiver, amplifier, and multiplier. So instead of like initiating someone's healing or trying to mother someone, you have to actually be present with the information that's in your field, and you have to build your vessel. Self-respect, self-worth. If what is in this person's light does not feel good in your vessel, your work is not to ignore that and focus on the person's positive qualities and, try to initiate any healing for them. It's to heal yourself. It's to heal yourself. It's to heal your vessel. Your vessel is the Holy Grail. And when it comes to friendship, even though, yes, we must honor all of the vessels in our lives, the primary thing we have to do is not allow anything that you can sense wants to destroy you or hurt you into your life. This is called healing masochism, which heals the vessel. It heals the vessel. We have been programmed to believe that it's normal to be chronically uncomfortable. And while being present with discomfort is surely a part of awakening, we've taken it way further than that, and we think that discomfort is normal. But what if unease and discomfort, right? And unease and discomfort are something that don't go away if there's something in the person's light that your vessel is alerting you to. There's a difference between that and your reaction to that. So your reaction is your responsibility. But usually, if you're just present with the information that's in your field, you will just know the right thing to do for yourself. If you think of it like, how do I heal my vessel in this situation? How do I heal my vessel? Why was this light sent to me? What is this light illuminating to me? There's something that I need to heal in my vessel. And for a lot of women, that is about cherishing yourself and having and maintaining strong boundaries. So when it comes to the friends, it's more important that first and foremost, if you can feel someone sending you evil eye, don't hang out with them. Your attitude should be, I am the Holy Grail. I cherish this vessel. This is the precious vessel of manifestation. I am a womb that multiplies and amplifies light. So what light are you letting inside of your vessel? It's so important that we embody this. This will lead to self-acceptance. There is nothing wrong with you that you feel uncomfortable in the presence of light that is corrupted. Corrupted light means someone that doesn't have good intentions towards you, someone who's using you, someone who is looking to extract from you, to take from you. Of course you don't feel good about that. Of course you're uneasy about that. That's your guidance system. We have to accept that we are the receivers and the deep feelers. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that design. But because of our conditioning, that we have been taught that we should chronically be uncomfortable, that we should withstand like obscene amounts of pain, we end up looking like we're going crazy because we don't give ourselves permission to act on the information that we're sensing. So, for a woman to cherish herself as the Holy Grail, it's about believing you're enough. It's about understanding, for sure, just like the sperm comes to the egg, if you maintain your boundaries and your integrity, the right male energy will come to you. So of course, you know that you are not in accordance with nature if you are chasing a man, trying to convince him to stay with you. And I have compassion for this. I was deep in that. I was deep in unworthiness, deep in lack of self-acceptance, trying to have people approve of me. And now I'm just so at peace with who I am. I understand, like, I am an incredibly sensitive being, and that makes my life very easy. Now that I know that my job is to simply detect information and to make the most loving choices to my own vessel. So this is ultimately about self-love. When we love ourselves, and in this case, the way that we are designed, we can be at rest. And when we are at rest, we can actually be like the egg, that life comes to us. We don't chase anymore. We don't defend, justify, or convince. We are sitting radiantly in self-acceptance. And men, you have to understand that if you are trying to get a woman to chase you, you are trying to test a woman, to have a woman prove her worth to you. You're asking her to act like the sperm and you're acting like the egg. But you've got it inverted. It's the fastest sperm that makes it to the egg that creates the baby. It's up to you to be the initiator of your own healing, the initiator of embodying your masculine energy. No woman is going to be able to heal you. It's impossible. It's against the laws of the universe. But when you take responsibility for your own life, she will multiply blessings in your life. Love, prosperity, like sacred sexuality, spiritual experiences. Two people that love each other, that don't want to take from each other, can unlock spiritual technology that a lot of people aren't aware of, opening up the ability to travel the universe together, all sorts of incredible things that I'll get into in another video. But the blessings are innumerable when men start to treat the feminine within themselves, their emotions, their body, but really also the women in life as not a resource that you get to take from because you're not entitled to it. And as long as you're acting entitled that you get to extract life force from women, you are inviting destruction and chaos and loss into your life. So if you try to screw over a woman financially or punish her, that might be gratifying to your ego, but in the long run, you are going to attract a loss or some form of chaos in your life, because the universe is rigged to wake us up to living in harmony with nature, which is honoring the vessel as the Holy Grail. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful day.